Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy Niner Sickness with the Niner Sickness podcast. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful Monday. It is Monday, and there's so much to talk about. We heard from, for those that don't know, we heard from John Lynch speak about Dee Ford and speak about Jimmy Garoppolo. And we're going to talk about that after this intro. What's up, 49er faithful? It is your boy, Niner Sickness with the Niner Sickness podcast. Once again, on this Monday afternoon, I'm excited. We're talking 49er football. Why is Jimmy still on this damn roster? We're going to talk about that. Is Dee Ford done? Or is he going to be able to play? We're going to discuss that and that. But before we get started, like I like to say, please make sure to wipe your feet before entering and smash that like button for your boy, Niner Sickness. Appreciate that. We got Bill, the Packer fan, in the house. What's up, Bill? Welcome to the stream, brother. We got Carcast says, what's up, Beto, my friend? How are you doing? I'm doing great, brother. How are you doing? Hope you are doing as good as well. Give me a second here. All right. Thank you for wiping your feet. Kathy Sanchez is in the house. How you doing? Welcome to the stream, Kathy. CJ Ruthless Sports in the house. Miss you on the show, fam. I apologize for that. I just became available and decided to come on real quick on here. Tony Smith is in the house. How you doing, sir? Says, hello, Niner Empire. So much for getting Jimmy off the roster. Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that in a little bit. I think we can still trade him during the draft. We have to wait and see. Will that be a possibility? Thank you, Kathy, for wiping your feet. I appreciate that. David McNew in the house. How you doing, sir? Look who we have. Look who we have. We got Bill, the Packer fan. How you doing, Bill? Welcome to the Niner Sickness podcast. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. 51. Don't quite know what you mean by 51, but David says, of course, I wipe my feet. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see here. What's up, Niner Beta? What's up, JBXY4 and 9? What's up, Johnny? How are you doing, sir? All right, I missed your show there, Cardcast, as well. My apologies. My apologies for that, sir. Bill says, what's up, sir? I'm doing good, brother. How are you doing with the whole Devontae Adams going to the Raiders, losing Smith to your rivals, the Vikings? How do you feel about your team? You still got the bad man, Aaron Rodgers, but who is he going to be throwing the ball to? Now, you guys have a ton, and I mean a ton of draft picks. You got to make sure you hit some of them on receivers. Beto, you skipped my last comment. I don't click on all of them, Cardcast. So if I do skip on one, my apologies. Now I don't know which one it is. You got to be. You say I skipped one, but you got to be more direct. Like, which one did I skip? Moses Martinez is in the house. How you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and show me some love here on the Niner Sickness podcast. Appreciate that. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at Niner Sickness 49. Support me there on Twitter. I tweet a lot of things. You can also follow me on IG under Niner Sickness. I post a lot there also on IG, so feel free to support me there if you get the chance. So, first topic of this podcast is Dee Ford Done in San Francisco. Is Dee Ford done? As much as Dee Ford has tried to rehab his back, as much as he tried to do better by this team, I know this firsthand, whenever you have issues with your back, man, your mind says one thing, but your body says something different. And the way that Dee Ford plays on that defensive line, what he's asked to do takes a toll on your back. Now, a lot of you guys said that the Niners made a mistake by signing him. That was John Lynch's mistake. I can't completely agree with that. I think that was a great signing at the time. He just came off his best year with Kansas City. We only gave up a second for him. Now, the 11 point something million they gave him for injury, that's a little steep if you ask me, but I don't think that was necessarily a bad decision. It just, he didn't work out. The bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. It didn't work out because of injury issues, but you could not foresee that. Now, hindsight 2020, it's wonderful, right? Now you can say, well, it was a bad choice. But back then, it was a great choice. You were adding a top defensive end right after drafting one in Nick Bosa. And for 2019, when Dee Ford was able to play, we saw what those two guys could do together. It just didn't work out. It says, it's raining, thundering here in Fresno. It's raining and thundering here in Riverbank too, brother. I told you I have reached 50 subscribers. My next goal is 100. Oh, yeah. If I recall, and we'll talk about it more a little bit later. I mentioned that I was going to give a gift away once you reach 50 subscribers. So let's talk about that, Cardcast, and we can do we can go. I can go on your show, and we can do a giveaway for you reaching 50 subscribers. I do remember that now. Sometimes you gotta. I'm an old man. You gotta remind me of things that I say because I blah 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 blah, and I totally forget. So remind me. What's up, Luis Moreno? Welcome to the channel, brother. How you doing, sir? Good to see you, man. Did I go out of focus? Oh, there I am. Good to see you, man. Sickness. I was really excited that the Niners got Dee Ford, but Dee needs to really think his body is breaking down. It's time to retire. Yeah, that's exactly true, bro. Honestly, the truth is, when we got him, it was a great decision at the time, but unfortunately, he didn't work out, and now we have to move on. He does need to retire. We're gonna save about 1.25 million, but we're definitely going to fill his dead cap in 2023 once he retires or we cut him. We're definitely going to fill that money going against the cap next year in 2023. Let's see here. Your headline, yes, Dee Ford era is over. Yes, Jimmy G is still a Niner. Yeah. Sadly enough, that is the truth. That is the truth. Sickness, you and I know both. Life after football. Our bodies are not the... Oh, yes, I'm still feeling. And I didn't play college. I just played high school. And I'm still feeling. In high school, you're in your, you're in your early 20s, probably not even 20, 17, 18, 19, and I'm still feeling it. So I can imagine playing in college and then playing in the pros, how much that can affect your body. Absolutely. Yeah. Me being a paraplegic, being wheelchair bound for 10 years, my brain told me to do certain things that my body couldn't do. You know that saying goes, your brain, your ego is writing checks. Or how's it go? Your body's writing checks that your egos can't cash or something to that effect. My point being is this. My body did not respond to what my mind wanted to do. And that's a fight within itself. John Lynch said about Dee Ford that he hasn't seen any improvement as to keep him. Yeah. And again, when you're dealing with the back issues come and go. They're good days and they're bad days. And I can imagine going through that practice, going through the games, putting yourself out there, getting hit, how much that can bring out pain in your back. So it is, as much as I love Dee Ford and wish what could have been years to come with Dee Ford and Bosa, it is definitely time to move up and move away and figure out who else can we bring in. Maybe this year in the draft, they can potentially replace Dee Ford permanently. Because I think the guys that we have now, I don't think they are the complete. Charles Omenihu, maybe he might be someone we can develop into a great pass rusher. But I don't see re-signing Sampson back. Let's see how, he came out strong towards the end of the year. Let's see how he does this year. But I think we definitely have to draft his Dee Ford's replacement in this year's draft. The good news is there's a lot of good defensive ends in this year's draft. That's the good news. At the time, it was a great choice for the Niners to get Dee Ford. And the back problem you don't want to mess with. And he didn't have issues with his back. If I'm not mistaken, when we traded for him. It just it's one of those things, man. It's just bad luck for Dee Ford, and it's bad luck for the Niners. It happens. What's up, David Williams? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. All right, let's move on. Well, whoever says Dee Ford was a bad choice needs to get. I was waiting for that to come up. Now, listen, everybody has talked about the whole Chris Rock and the Will Smith incident that happened yesterday during the Oscars. Did Will Smith defend his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith? Did Chris Rock go too far by picking on Will Smith's wife? I think both parties were in the wrong. I think that Chris Rock crossed the line when he made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith, knowing that she had a condition. Now, it's a different thing if she just likes to be bald, like me. I like to be bald. I can grow a full set of hair. But I like to be bald, so I shave. Somebody makes fun of me being bald, not a big issue. But to make a joke about her condition was crossing the line. But with that said, does that give Will Smith the right to put his hands on someone else? No, it doesn't. I don't care if you're defending your wife or not. Unless someone is attacking your spouse, physically attacking your spouse, then all bets are off. You jump in there and you handle your business. But if they're just verbally saying something about your spouse, as hurtful as it is, it still doesn't give you the right to put your hands on another individual. So for Chris Rock, that was not cool, crossing the line. And for Will Smith, especially when you have people that look up to you, especially when people look up to you, you are a role model, whether you like it or not, and everything you do. Because you know what I saw when that happened? I saw two kids in a playground at school, in elementary, where one kid makes fun of the other kid and the other kid punches him because he didn't like what was said about him. Tell me the difference. Tell me the difference of what happened yesterday at the Oscars. Yes, Chris Rock was in the wrong. He crossed the line, but Will Smith should have never, ever did what he did. And now I spend too much time talking about that. I am still waiting for the winner of these patches. That's the holdup. I am still waiting for the winner of those patches. What's the holdup? Oh, the one on the list. Got you. Yeah, I got, you know what? I got 5 more spots to fill. I haven't been pushing the narrative. I got to push it. I apologize. Don't worry. I haven't gone to Hawaii and spend you guys' money in Hawaii. But I got 5 spots left. I'm giving away a 3x5 49er flag. I'm giving away a 3x5 49er Empire flag, and I'm giving away 2 patches. Let me show you guys. It is a $3 donation. $3 donation. And what that $3 donation does, it puts you on the list. And I'm going to go and do a live raffle here on my channel. And you will know if you are the winner or who won the raffle. So for $3, and I got 5 spots. You can buy 1 spot or you can buy all 5 spots. So the winner gets this 3x5 brand new 49er Empire flag. Beautiful flag. Then you get also this Familia patch. Beautiful Familia patch. Look at that. The detail on that is nice. And you also get this 49er red and gold. Excuse me. Black and gold. Gotta know my colors. Niners for Life patch. So you get all three items for a spot of $3. So if you want to play, let me know. And you can send me the $3 via Cash App or Venmo. And then I will put you on the list. And if you're not following me on Facebook, I have a page and a group on Facebook. And you can become a follower and part of my Facebook under Niners Sickness Podcast. And there I keep the list. Thank you for bringing that up, Moses. All right. So moving on to our next topic. Will Jimmy Garoppolo be traded during the NFL draft? That is the next topic. Will Jimmy Garoppolo be traded during the NFL draft? What is going on, Ismael Ortiz? How you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream, Ismael. Austin Blackwood's in the house. How you doing, Austin Blackwood? Welcome, Austin Blackwood. Welcome, sir. Good to see you. Listen. Teams are looking at who's going to fall at them at the quarterback position, right? You never can say never during the draft. Now, if the draft comes and goes and Jimmy is still here, then I have a great indication that he's going to be here for a while. I don't expect Jimmy Garoppolo to be cut. He's too valuable to the team. I don't know if it's a good thing to keep him because you don't want your young quarterback to be looking over his shoulder, waiting to see that if he messes up, is Jimmy going to take his spot? And if they go into training camp and battle each other and Jimmy wins, what does that say about Trey Lance? I think we need to move on from Jimmy. So, fingers crossed that the Niners decide to find a trade partner during the draft, even if we get a bag of chips and a soda. I'm okay with that. As long as it's barbecue chips, we're good for Jimmy. Now, you guys know I'm being sarcastic, but we do got to move on from Jimmy at this point. The longer we keep him, I don't think it's great for the development of Trey Lance. I really don't. Thank you. Thank you, as well as Sick Hat. Thank you. Then we got Austin, the great proud uncle. Uncle Austin. I'm going to call you Uncle Austin. His brother, Josh, had a baby recently. Congratulations to the Blackwood family for the addition of an angel, a future 49er fan. And Uncle Austin, I'm so proud of you, brother. I'm so proud of you, your brother, and his lovely bride-to-be. If Jimmy does not get traded by or during the draft, then I look for Jimmy to start week 1. That's what I'm afraid of, Johnny. That is what I'm afraid of, Johnny. That is what I'm afraid of. Sickness, I told you, don't be surprised if Jimmy G is the starter. I remember, bro. I do remember. You called it. I hope you're wrong. I really hope you're wrong, Moses, but you did call it. Is Jimmy G here because Lance not ready, or is it they can't find a partner? They can't find a trade partner, Ismail. I believe that Trey Lance is ready to start at least. He still has a long way to develop. He still has a long way to go. But all the indications show me and a lot of us that Trey Lance is in the right trajectory of getting better and better. I just think because of the shoulder injury. I do believe that if he never hurt his shoulder or never needed surgery, he would have been traded already. The fact that he won't start camp until training camp, a lot of teams shied away from that, Ismael. So I believe it has nothing to do with Lance and everything to do with the injury to his shoulder and the surgery that he needed to have. And because he's not going to be ready for OTAs, teams kind of shied away from it. Lionel, how you doing, Lionel? Welcome to the stream. Yes. Do you think Alex Mack will return? Yes. Every indication shows that he's returning. He got married. Kittle and Juice were in Ireland at his wedding. He's working out. He's showing every indication that he is trajectory to come back for at least another year and be here. Now, our concern is this, the right guard. I am not too concerned on the left guard. John Lynch said that Aaron Banks suffered an injury during training camp that lingered. And that was the reason why he didn't play much during the season. Not because I was under the impression that he wasn't good at right guard. That's not the case for what John Lynch said. He said he had an injury and they decided to shut him down. But he's feeling good now. He's healed up. So hopefully he takes over that left guard and we never look back. But we do got to focus on the right side. Mike McClinchy's coming back, which is great news. But do I want to go another year with Daniel Brunskill at the right guard position? I do not. I like Daniel Brunskill. Daniel, he knows he can play every position on the offensive line, all 5 positions. He's a great plug-and-play guy when somebody goes down for a game or two. But I'm not bought into having Daniel Brunskill be your starter at the right guard position. They have to upgrade. Could it be Jalen Moore that steps up at that position? Could it be School? Will they address it in the draft and bring in a guard that can compete for that spot? These are the things we're going to have to wait and see. But I do believe Aaron Banks will get the opportunity to win that left guard position next to Big Trent. And Alex Mack will be returning for at least one more year. And hopefully we can draft a future center to sit under Alex Mack for 1 year, watch and learn, and eventually replace him the following year. Great question, Lionel. Sickness, when you're having a call-in show, so I can give you my scouting report on Denard. I give a B grade. Okay. Most likely, today's Monday. I probably will have one on Wednesday. So stay tuned for Wednesday. I may have one on Wednesday. Moses. Avatar, how you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hit those likes for Beto. Thank you, sir. That is very, very kind of you. Welcome to the stream. Any word on Debo? If you're referring to the trade craziness that was going out there, Debo will not be traded. Um, John Lynch kind of doubled down on that today, talking about how great Debo is. I never, for a million years, thought he would be traded. Now, when it comes to extending his contract, that's not going to happen until probably next month, or March, April, May, probably in the next 2 months. It's kind of like what happened with Kittle and Kittle and Warner. It dragged out right before OTA started. They were able to come into an agreement, and they were able to sign George Kittle first and then Fred Warner the following year. I don't expect it to be any different. Now, when it comes to the Nick Bosa, I expect Deebo Samuel to be extended. Depending on what they're going to give Deebo would determine if they will be able to re-sign and extend Bosa this year, or will they exercise the fifth-year option on him next year? That I don't know. But I do expect Deebo to be re-signed. Sorry for the blurriness. To be re-signed and brought back to this roster. Javier Rios is in the house. What's up, brother? Hey, fellas, got some news for y'all. Jimmy G ain't going anywhere. He did a Subway commercial. Yep. Well, look it. Jarrett. You guys remember Jarrett, the old Subway commercial? He thought he wasn't going anywhere either. And he went to prison. I know, bad joke, bad joke. But he went somewhere. So if he went to prison, we can definitely trade Jimmy. All right, moving on. Real quick. Some news about what John Lynch spoke about. Let me bring it up for you guys to read. I'm going to put it, I don't know if it's big enough or not, but I'm going to put it on the screen. I don't know if you guys can read it or not. Hopefully it's not too small. Okay. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. It says, while at the annual league meeting on Monday in Palm Beach, Florida, Niner general manager John Lynch firmly said that the team will not release quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. San Francisco has been openly looking to trade the single caller, but hasn't gotten any formal offers from a team yet, John Lynch said to ESPN Nick Wagner. I don't foresee that, Lynch said, when asked if the team would release Garoppolo. He's too good of a player. I think Jimmy will be playing for us or will be playing for someone else. He's too good of a player not to be. Garoppolo underwent shoulder surgery earlier this month and won't be available to throw until roughly July 4th, according to an earlier report by ESPN Adam Schefter. Lynch said that his shoulder surgery discouraged potential partners in a trade, and squads have elected to fulfill their quarterback needs elsewhere. I think ultimately the team that we were closest with, the surgery gave them pause and they ended up going in another direction, Lynch said, per ESPN. So that is what John Lynch said. So for a lot of us that had thoughts of somebody offered the Niners 2 number 2s and the Niners said no, that is all speculation. That is all media trying to look good and get clicks. I believe and I trust John Lynch when he said that no one has made an offer for Jimmy. I tend to believe that. And when he said that teams kind of went away once they found out that he needed to get surgery on his shoulder. Now, even though the surgery is not a big surgery, the fact that he can't start playing or practicing until July 4th is what scares a lot of teams. And that is unfortunately. Lynch mentioned today that Debo and Bosa will be Niners for a long time, but he said the same for Defoe too. Now, you got to keep in mind too, Johnny, they tried to sign DeForest Buckner. Okay, he didn't lie about that. They tried to sign DeForest Buckner, but they're never going to break the bank to do something. The Niners have an idea of what a player is worth. And if that player can work within that window, the Niners will sign. And they offered him 18 to 19 million a year for DeForest Buckner, And him and his agent refused it. And now he gets 22, 23 with the Colts, with rightfully so. So it wasn't a matter that, Lynch kind of lied. They wanted him to be a Niner for a long time, but they're not going to give the bank just to do so. Just like Debo. They're going to sign him. They want to sign him. But if Debo gets on his high horse and says, I want 30 a year, then the Niners have no choice but to trade him. Now, if Debo Samuel works within the guidelines of the Niners structure, say 22, 23 million a year, then you're looking at re-signing him. But if he says, I want 30, then we're going to fall in that DeForest Buckner situation, Johnny, in my opinion. Should the Niners go after Gilmore or the Honey Badger? Your thoughts? On the Honey Badger, I will see the Niners trying to get him at a certain amount as well over Gilmore. We have Emmanuel Mosley, a very good upcoming corner. We have Ambry Thomas. But we needed another corner because on the other side, we really had nothing, right? So they went ahead and signed Ward. And I think with the addition of Ward, they're not going to be too concerned about maybe bringing a high price, another corner into the fold. I'm not saying they won't draft another corner in the draft and develop him. But to bring in Gilmore at a cost to kind of do what Emmanuel Mosley can do, I'm okay with Emmanuel Mosley starting opposite of Ward. And when we go on certain packages, remember, we can bring in Ambry Thomas and Ward. They can play on the outside, and we can bring in Emmanuel as a slot receiver. Corner. So, do I think they should go after Gilmore? They should always make their due diligence, but I think Gilmore wants too much money, and I don't think the Niners will bring him in. Now, for the Honey Badger, he's a playmaker, a ball hawk. I would love to bring him in to this secondary. I think he would be a great addition. But the key question is, at what cost? How much does he and his agent want? I'm not saying he don't deserve it. I'm not saying he's not worth it. What I'm saying is, again, the 49ers have a structure of what they're willing to pay for that position. And if you fit within that window, the Niners will talk and work with you. If you are out of that window, then there's not going to be no discussion between you and that player, the Niners and the player. So, but if I had to choose, Lewis, I would definitely go with the Honey Badger over Gilmore for sure. What's up, big homie Niner Sickness Podcast? What's up, David? Welcome to the stream, brother. Welcome. Appreciate you. Look what we have here in the house. Leslie Klinger. How you doing, Leslie? Welcome to the Niner Sickness Podcast. Good evening. How are you doing today? Blessings to you and your family. I knew immediately when he announced his surgery, he was staying put until he can throw again. Now, everything is speculation. Everybody has their thought process of, did Jimmy G sabotage the Niners? Did Jimmy G wanted to get back to the Niners? And I think that is ludicrous. Jimmy G, number one, is to be on a team. His number one priority is to be on a team. His number one priority is to get paid. He don't care about getting back to the Niners and the Niners did me wrong, blah, blah, blah. He is a professional. It's all about what can I do for myself, for my future. And anybody that has suffered an injury, when you're given the opportunity to maybe avoid surgery with rehab, why wouldn't you go the rehab route first? I don't think anybody is eager to go under the knife. Oh yeah, surgery, let's do it. No one is eager to go, because I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're in the best shape in the world or not. Whenever you go under the knife, complications could happen. So, if Jimmy G had the opportunity to rehab this and avoid surgery altogether, why wouldn't he try? And people say, well, why did he wait so long? Well, wait a minute. He's doing rehab. Rehab doesn't happen in 2 days, 3 days. Oh, 3 days. Oh, I need surgery. It takes a minute. So it took him about a month, which sounds about right. At that point, he revisited his doctors, and they probably came to the conclusion, said, hey, Jimmy, the rehab isn't working. It looks like you're going to have to take the surgery. And at that point, Jimmy and his agent decided, all right, let's go and get that surgery done, get out of the way, so that I can at least make it to training camp. So anybody that thinks that Jimmy waited to sabotage the Niners, or get back at the Niners, grow up a little bit. It's a business. Okay? It's a business. Anybody gets hurt by delaying the surgery in purpose is Jimmy. It's Jimmy. Jimmy wants to be either on the Niners or on another team ready to rock and roll. Why would Jimmy put himself in that situation? Because he wants to get to the Niners. That is crazy. What's up, Roberto? How you doing? Welcome to the show, brother. Welcome to the show. My brother from another mother. How you doing, sir? Welcome. Luis Moreno says that statement by Lynch is in a band-aid just to cover up the mistake on their part. Well, that's a possibility, Luis. Could have John Lynch made a mistake? Listen, it sounds like I'm defending John Lynch. Maybe I am. I like John Lynch. We all make mistakes. I don't know about you, Luis, but I've made my share of mistakes. The difference is I'm not in the public eye, and therefore my mistakes are within me or the people around me. John Lynch is in the public eye. His mistakes are amplified. Is he perfect? No. Maybe he did turn down an offer that was made earlier on. Let's just play devil's advocate. Let's say he did turn down a trade offer. I don't think he did it because of his ego. I don't think he did it because, oh, I don't want to do it. I think his thought process was, I know what Jimmy G is worth. Maybe the 49ers faithful don't like him, but me as a GM, I know what he's worth, and I know what I can get for him. And maybe this was before the surgery took place. I can get higher than what this team supposedly offered me. And maybe the surgery came out. Again, Jimmy didn't do it on purpose, but it happened. And it kind of just tore everything up. So do I fault Lynch for trying to get better deals for your 49ers, our 49ers? No. Did it backfire? Maybe. But we all make mistakes. Do we learn from them? That's the key. But I like what John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan have done. The things that they have accomplished versus their mistakes. They show me enough that I can put my belief in what they're doing. I mean, 2 NFC championship games and 1 Super Bowl appearance in 3 years. If we think about that for a minute, 2 NFC championship games, 1 Super Bowl appearance in 3 years with a mediocre quarterback in Jimmy, they're doing something right, aren't they? That's just my humble opinion. Thank you, Roberto. Thank you so much, sir. Sickness. How many times I have to tell people Gilmore cannot be trusted as far as technique? Listen, I'm going to finish reading the rest of your comment. People go based on the name. They go based on the name and what he did at one time. Not what have you done for me lately. Although, to his credit, Gilmore did have a pretty good year with the Panthers. But he's not the same Gilmore that he was in his early time with the Patriots. Anyone who wants to debate me get plenty of breakdowns to throw at you. In other words, basically what Moses is saying is, if you want to debate him, he can show you on film to support what he's saying. Sickness. The only thing I like about Gilmore, he's good at getting. I am receiver face, getting the receiver's face. Love that technique. So, will Jimmy be traded? Will he be traded? That is the $1 million question. Beto, we can do the giveaway on my channel. Okay, we can definitely do that. What I'll do is, we can. We'll talk about it, and then we'll let our viewers know more about it. Oh, 51. You have 51 subscribers exactly. God, that's where the 51 was. Okay, you just put 51, so I'm like, if you're talking about my age, I'm 50. Why am I? Well, I'm 51. I'm going to be 52 in August, so technically I am 51. So I am as old as many as viewers you have on your channel there, Cardcast. I don't know if that's funny or depressing. Sorry, I was eating, faithful. No worries. Gotta have your dinner, young man. Everybody, he is 3 hours ahead of us. So, wow, you're eating late. It's 9:13 where you're at. But you're only 15, bro. So, eat away. Eat away. We got the HOP in the house. Humberto. Buenas noches, Humberto. Welcome, brother. Welcome to the stream. Make sure to hit that like button for your boy Niner Sickness. I appreciate that. Sickness, that is correct. That's what I meant to say. I got you, bro. I got you. Every surgery is different. What's up, Tony Smith? Welcome. He may come out of this surgery and he might have an awesome arm again. Also, my sister has had 2 shoulder surgeries and neither one of them solved her problem. Now, I know that it was said, I don't know where I read it, but if you were a pitcher for baseball, or if you were a basketball player, I think they said, that type of surgery could affect that motion. But the fact that for quarterbacks, it's not that big of an issue. That's what I read. I can't remember where I read it at. But it's not so much of an issue for a quarterback than it could be for, say, a pitcher. I guess the pitcher goes further back. But you're right. Everybody's different. It's an individual thing with individuality with people where some people can heal from it and do great. Some people can't. Hopefully, Jimmy will be, just not with us. I hope so. Well, again, if he doesn't get traded, in my opinion, during the draft, and John Lynch said strongly today that he's not going to be released. They're not going to release him. If he doesn't get traded during the draft, expect Jimmy to be there by OTAs. Possibly training. Now, he can't participate, again, because of the surgery, but he'll be there. Now, on a good note, and I mentioned this yesterday or my other show that I did, maybe we'll get the Sam Bradford effect. What is the Sam Bradford effect? A few years back, I think it was 2016, if I'm not mistaken. And I forgot what team it was that had Teddy Bridgewater. And he got hurt during training camp or during the season. I think it was during the season. I don't remember. During training camp or during the season. He got hurt. And the team that he was on panicked. And they gave the world, when I mean the world, I'm talking about trade value, for a Sam Bradford that was definitely not worth that trade value. But because a team was in need of a quarterback to salvage their season, they gave a ransom for Sam Bradford. If we hold on to Jimmy and a team loses their starting quarterback and they have a winning record, all of a sudden the Niners have the upper hand. Oh, now you want Jimmy? Oh, you want to talk to me about Jimmy now? All right, 2 number 1s. And if a team looks like they can win a Super Bowl and you know you can win games with Jimmy with a good running game and a good defense, a team might just do it. So, but that's all speculation. That's all, we'll see what happens down the line. But if he doesn't get traded during draft week, I can see us holding on to him for quite a bit. Beto, the thing is, how am I supposed to do a giveaway when I'm only 15 years old? No. You're not going to do it. I'm going to do it on your show. I'm doing the giveaway. I am sending the giveaway. I'm just doing it in your behalf. But I'm doing it. And God knows, I am. If you add your age 3 times, you still don't get close to my age. I just got more depressed. 15 is 45. I'm 50. Wow. Moses, I'm not even going to drag you in, Moses. Moses, you're young. You're a young puppy. I'm going to sink in this boat on my own. But yes, I will do the giveaway on your behalf, sir. You don't have to worry about that. Sickness. I injured my shoulder and it's never healed. Right since my junior college. Wow. Okay. Sorry to hear that, man. John Lynch really said Jimmy G is good to be is good to be cut. Yes, he sure did. He will not cut Jimmy. And I wouldn't either. Honestly, I wouldn't either. Okay, last topic before I close this shop up. The 49ers today re-signed Ross Dwally to a 1-year deal. Now, is that a great signing? Depends on how you look at it. Ross Dwally pretty much lost his backup spot to Charlie Warner. Charlie Warner came in strong in 2021 behind George Kittle and won that spot. But I still like Ross Dwally as a third tight end. He knows the system. He knows the offense. They signed him to a minimum, a vet minimum to a 1-year deal. Welcome back, Mr. Ross Dwally. Joseph Hayden's in the house. What's up, brother? Good afternoon, my family and Niners. How you doing, sir? Welcome. I'm in Fresno today trying to get these bees out of the weather. Oh my goodness, it is pouring over here, so I'm imagining how it's pouring where you're at, my friend. Be careful with the weather and those bees. I don't know how you do it, bro. I don't know. See, you work with bees. I look like I got stung by bees. Oh my goodness. What's up, Daniel Cantu? How you doing, sir? Thank you for wiping your feet. I appreciate that, my friend. JR Meadows is in the house. What's up? Bang, bang. Niner gang. There you go, bro. There you go. Just for you. Oops, hold on. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Let me do that again. Let me do that again just for you, brother. Welcome to the channel. Make sure to wipe your feet before entering and smash that like button for me. I like Ross' skill set. Yeah, he's good. Charlie Warner just came in and better blocker. We knew Charlie Warner was a better blocker than Ross Dwally. He just had to work on his catching skills, and he did pretty good. He developed that the catching skills, so that's why he overtook Ross Dwally. But I do like Ross Dwally as a third tight end for sure. Jimmy G is not a leader or starter. Well, I don't know, JR. We may not like Jimmy for his play set, for the interceptions, but to say that he's not a leader, I have to disagree, my friend, because, listen, they drafted Trey Lance, and the first person to welcome Trey Lance to the 49ers was Jimmy Garoppolo. That's leadership, my friend. The fact that he was willing to work with him and start no chaos in the locker room, no back talking, those are skill sets of a leader. And he is a starter because he did start a lot of games for the 49ers. So, with all due respect, I have to disagree on both of your things. He is a leader and a starter. Is he a great quarterback? Absolutely not. Does he make bonehead mistakes? Yes, sirree, Bob. But he is a leader and a starter, in my opinion. But if you don't like him, you don't like him at the end of the day. John Jay made me a free overlay. This Niner family is so respectful, Beto. You included as well. Right on, bro. Arden Key still hasn't signed. Yeah, David. And welcome to the show, David, by the way. Good to see you, David. The longer that it takes Arden Key to sign, the better chances of him coming back to the 49ers. Arden Key and his camp must be asking for a certain number, and teams are not willing to give him that number. If they were, he would have been signed by now. The longer he's out there, the better chances the Niners are able to bring him back and sign him, re-sign him. And having Arden Key back with Kerry Hyder would be awesome. Would be awesome. So I am waiting to hear that Arden Key resigns with the 49ers. Remember K'Wan Williams last year? He made his rounds. He went to Kansas City. He went to other teams. And at the end of the day, it looked like he was not going to come back to the Niners. He was gone. But he made his rounds. And at the end of the day, where did K'Wan Williams resign? With the 49ers. I expect something similar with Arden Key. If teams are not willing to give that big old number that he wants, then him and his camp will realize, all right, for this amount, I'd rather play under Chris Kacerek, where I can continue to develop my skill set. And then next time I become a free agent, whether it's the Niners or another team, now I will get what I think I rightfully deserve. So we'll have to wait on that. Jimmy G is all rah-rah. Well, it sounds to me a lot like you don't like him. It's not that I don't like him. Well, JR, no disrespect again, but based on what you just said, it sounds like to me that you don't like him. He's a very humble guy. I don't know where you get the rah-rah from. He's respectful. He's not obnoxious. He doesn't talk crap. He doesn't stir things in the locker room. To me, and you know, if you say you don't like, I'm not going to go against what you say. You know you better than I know. But just based on what you said, it sounds like you just don't like him. What's up, Jack? What's up, Jack? Welcome to the stream, brother. Colin Kaepernick is better than Jimmy G. Not today. Not today. Maybe back then, absolutely. But today, there's no way you can tell me that Kaepernick is better than Jimmy G. I'm sorry. Will not agree on that. Kaepernick hasn't played in how long? Jimmy just came off on a pretty good season. Not the season that we wanted, but he took the Niners to the, and I don't want to hear it was the defense and the running game. He was part of that as well. So maybe back in the day, Kaepernick was better than Jimmy. And there's an argument to be made there. But today, absolutely not. Jimmy is way better than Cap, in my opinion. What's your website to buy jerseys and flags? I kind of slowed down on the jerseys, Lewis. I'm not selling them as much as I used to. I just got so many things on my plate, and I'm not able to sell them as much. But if you do need to get them, I can get them for you. Just contact me, send me a private message on Messenger, and we will talk, Luis Moreno, or send me an email to ninersicknesspodcast@yahoo.com. So, as I come to a conclusion, according to John Lynch, Jimmy isn't going anywhere, and Dee Ford most likely won't be back. Those two things we know. Hopefully, Jimmy will be traded during the draft. But if he's not, they will hold on to him to see if a team loses their starting quarterback and they need to replace that starting quarterback with someone with the caliber of Jimmy. Now the Niners will have the upper hand and trade. This is why they will not release him. They won't release him. He's too good of a quarterback. Whether you like him or not, he's too good of a quarterback to be released. And this is where I believe that they will try to trade him. If not, hold on to him. And with the NFC being as bad as it is, I mean, the NFC's opened up for anybody. If we made it to the NFC Championship with Jimmy, imagine what you can do with two good quarterbacks. Let's say Trey Lance is the starter, and Trey Lance is playing really good football. God forbid he gets hurt. Jimmy can definitely step in for a few games and not miss a beat. And if you're contending for a Super Bowl, at the end of the day, I can guarantee you this. If we keep Jimmy, I'm not saying that I want to keep him. I'm not saying we should keep him. What I'm saying is if we do keep him and we make it to the Super Bowl and win it with Trey as a starter and Jimmy as a backup, because Trey missed a few games here and Jimmy came in and won them, vice versa, and we hold the Lombardi trophy, we can care less that Jimmy was on the roster. But with that said, for the development of Trey, as good as that sounded, I don't think it's smart to keep Jimmy because you don't want Trey to keep looking over his shoulder. He's going to have enough on his plate than to look over his shoulder. Oh my God, if I make a mistake. Oh, if I blow it. Oh, if I mess up. Here comes Jimmy. And I think that'll be bad for Trey. He was. He definitely was good in 2012. But one thing I didn't like about Kaepernick myself is defenders knew where he was going with the football. Defenders, Trey was bad at making his reads. He could not read a defense if his life depended on it. He always went with his first read, and defenders knew where the ball was going from Cap. What I like about Trey is that Cap ran first through second. Unpopular belief, Trey Lance is a passer first. People think I don't know where I heard this, but somebody said he's a runner first. No, he's not. Trey Lance is a pocket passer quarterback that has the ability to run if he needs to extend plays. He's not a natural runner. He's not Lamar Jackson. But he can run well enough to extend plays and get out of that pocket, which Jimmy cannot. But people have the misconception that Trey is a runner first like Lamar. He's not. But he's a pocket passer. They can run with his legs and extend plays if need to be. I just don't like that concept, that the misconception that he's a runner first. He's not. How can you say that Cap is better than Jimmy G? Cap was a one-man show. He didn't want to use the weapons he had. I love Kaepernick's running ability. I love when he ran with the ball. He was like a running back. But again, in my what I saw watching the all 22 of Kaepernick, he did not know how to make his reads very well. And that hurted Kaepernick. Believe it or not, and this is neither here or there because it didn't happen, but I believe that if Alex Smith would have started the Super Bowl against the Ravens, I believe the Niners would have won that game. That's just me though, but I'll never be able to prove it. It'll never happen. So it's just hearsay in my part, but I think in my personal opinion, if Alex Smith would have played that particular game, I'm not saying about him getting the Niners to the Super Bowl. I'm talking about that particular Super Bowl. If Alex Smith would have played, I believe he would have won. We would have won a Super Bowl ring over Cap. That's just my humble opinion. Now, be merciful and don't say I'm full of crap, even if you think it. All right, guys. I enjoy doing my channel with you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for participating with me, for hanging out with your boy Niner Sickness. You guys are amazing. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up on the thing. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. And most importantly, let your friends and family know about my channel. Help me grow. Thank you so much for everything. Have a wonderful day. Be blessed. And remember, God loves you. Hang in there. And we'll see you on the next Niner Sickness show. What's up, Lucky? Welcome to the stream, Lucky. A little late, brother, but welcome to the stream. God bless you. All right, everybody. Peace.